Hello, English 110 students. Prescript for Lesson 1, Week 1, English 110. Introduction to the Instructor, Mrs. Isanku. Isanku. Key ideas for Week 1 instruction from the syllabus and course. 1. Course introduction. 2. Textbook. 3. Academic vocabulary. 4. Discussion of English 110 syllabus and assignments. 5. Example of a narrative in an email. 6. Elements of narrative writing. 7. The assignment documents for the narrative essay. Action required of students. Return the syllabus signature page to the instructor by email. 2. Send the instructor a test email from your ODU email address using formal email format, subject line, greeting, message, closing, name as signature. 3. Write your introduction paragraph and save it as the beginning of your writing portfolio assignment. 4. Choose a tentative topic for your narrative essay. 5. Complete the pre-writing step in the writing process to document searching for a topic and or searching and beginning the topic of the narrative essay. 1. Course introduction. Course description. English 110C. English composition, 3 credits. The principal objective of this course is to prepare students to be effective writers of the kind of compositions they will be called on to produce during their college careers. By the end of the course, students should be more mature in their understanding and use of language, should develop efficient writing processes, and should know and demonstrate the qualities of effective composition in a given rhetorical situation, and should be able to demonstrate those qualities in their own writing. Prerequisites: a passing grade on the writing sample placement test. Written communication, student learning objectives. In accordance with the WPA outcome statement, students successfully completing English 110C with a grade of C or above will develop rhetorical knowledge by analyzing and composing multiple forms of writing to understand how genre conventions shape readers' and writers' practices and purposes. Practicing purposeful shifts in structure, content, diction, tone, formality, design, and or medium in accordance with the rhetorical situation. Develop critical thinking, reading, and information literacy skills by composing and reading for inquiry, learning, critical thinking, and communicating. Using outside materials in their own writing through techniques such as interpretation, synthesis, response, critique, and design redesign. Incorporating outside materials through quotations, paraphrase, and summary. Develop effective strategies for drafting text by working through multiple drafts of a project and recognizing the role of reflecting, revising, and editing in the process. Engaging in the collaborative and social aspects of writing processes, such as learning to give and to act on productive feedback to works in progress, both by and with peers and in one-on-one instructor conferences. Critically reflecting on how they may further develop and apply writing skills in the future. Develop knowledge by conventions, by demonstrating competency in grammar, punctuation, and spelling. Practicing genre conventions for structure, paraphrasing, tone, and mechanics. Understanding the concepts of intellectual property that motivate documentation conventions through application of recognized citation styles. By addressing the above, the instructor will emphasize scope and focus, clarity and communication of central purpose and main ideas, limitation of topic, use of pertinent materials and avoidance of irrelevant material, mechanics, correctness, observation of standard usage, spelling, punctuation, etc., organization, form, coherence, orderly progression of sentences and paragraphs, reflecting sound planning. Development, adequate support and elaboration of thesis and main ideas by use of definition, illustration, specific references, examples, concrete details, and/or evidence. Perspective, soundness of knowledge and judgment, ability to develop mature, thoughtful connections, avoidance of secondhand opinions and third-hand facts. Rhetorical awareness, effectiveness of the text for a particular situation and audience. Expressiveness, control and variety of sentences, precise, appropriate, and vigorous use of words, resourcefulness, and flexibility of idiom. 2. Textbook. Required text. The English 110 textbook is required. There will also be various readings as PDF files and/or internet links posted in Blackboard or distributed as digital handouts through email. Textbooks materials. Everyone's an author with readings. 3rd edition by Lunsford et al. 2020. ISBN 978-0393-680-867. ODU portfolio. An incomplete or missing ODU portfolio in Google Drive may result in a failure for the course. ODU Midas account and reliable daily internet access Microsoft Office with Microsoft Word and PowerPoint, ODU student email account, ODU Gmail account, and Google Drive English 110 folder. Here is the link to the ODU Google Drive page, https://www.odu.edu/software-services/drive. Class Google folder. In your ODU Gmail account, you will need to enter Google Drive and create a folder designed for this course. Once you are in Google Drive, go to New in the upper left corner of the screen and choose Folder. This will take you to an empty folder. Name the folder with your name and last name and English 110. Example, Elizabeth E. Senkel, English 110. At the top of the screen, you will see My Drive folder, and it will have an arrow pointing down. Click this arrow and choose Share. Share your folder with me, eisenkul@odu.edu, and make sure you choose the option for me to have editing access, represented by the pencil icon. 3. Academic vocabulary. Website, https://www.open.edu/openlearn OCW/MOD/OU content/view period PHP ?ID equals 19205. Website https://owl period Purdue period edu /owl /general writing /academic writing /conciseness index.html. 4. Discussion of English 110 syllabus and assignments. All graded assignments are listed and described in the syllabus. The gradebook in Blackboard will be set up for the respective points for grades. Please review the syllabus and return the syllabus signature on the instructor syllabus page to me by email. Course assignments. Major course reading assignments may include but are not limited to the following: textbooks, instructional material, textbook writing guidelines, examples of student writing, examples of professional writing, examples of popular writing, electronic text. Major course writing assignments may include but are not limited to the following: narrative essay, visual analysis essay, documented argument essay in the MLA style of documentation, final exam, portfolio submittal and reflective essay. Medium stake assignments may include but are not limited to the following: Zoom participation, attendance, practice writing, reading responses, discussion post, quizzes, journals, group work, PowerPoint, annotated bibliography, classwork, one-page analysis essays, one-page response essays. 5. Example of a narrative in an email. The following email from my friend while she was on her trip to Alaska contains some of the elements of narrative writing. 6. Identify elements of narrative writing in this email. 1. Where was she? Place. 2. When was it? Time. 3. Who was she with? Person. 4. What did she do? Action. 5. What thoughts and feelings did she include in her email? Description of thoughts and feelings. 6. What objects or scenes did she describe in the email? What adjectives did she use? What sensory details does she include? Use of description. 7. What conversation or quotations does she use in the email? 8. What is the meaning of her experience? Main point or thesis in the narrative. Email text as an example of narrative writing. Friday, August 22nd, 2014, 10:05 a.m. Subject, Alaska. Dear friends, Marcia and I are having a great time in Alaska. Arrived Monday night in Anchorage. Explored Anchorage on Tuesday. A nice small city, easy to get around. We rode bikes on the Tony Knowles Trail. A perfect sunshiny day, 60-something degrees. A great ride by the water. Ate a reindeer sausage, very good. Drove to the Native Heritage Center Tuesday. Drove on to Denali National Park, Cantel, arrived 9:40 p.m. We stopped along the way to see the peak of Mount McKinley. Yes, the clouds moved, so we could get a glimpse of the beautiful peak. We stayed at the Mount Morning Hostel, Iceworm Cabin. So adorable. Beside a rushing river, several log cabins and tents, a main house, shower house, a great place to stay to get the feel of the outdoors. Wednesday a.m., we rode the bus into Denali National Park, 8-hour ride. We saw 3 grizzly bears, 1 black bear, 3 moose, 3 caribou, red fox, and some ground squirrels. So cute. Quite a day for the animals. It was an overcast day, but did not rain until late evening. Rain on the tin roof of our cabin was so pleasant to go to sleep. Thursday, on the road back to Anchorage. Took an airplane ride in Talkeetna and flew over the Ruth Glacier and landed on a glacier. It wasn't cold. A beautiful sunny sunshine day. Yes, we saw Mount McKinley. Yee-haw! Beautiful snow-covered mountain peaks. Talkeetna is a tiny little town with tourist shops. We ate fireweed, flower, ice cream. Drove on south to Wasilla and visited the Iditarod Race Museum. Then went on to the Alaska Fair. The big vegetables. Cabbages, 102 pounds, 90 pounds. Rhubarb, big. I was so excited. Lots of chickens, rabbits, ducks, cows, pigs, tractors. So great. Drove south on to Hatcher Pass. Scenic. Only 30 minutes of the road. It was 8:30 p.m. Driving on back to Anchorage. Rain. Saw 2 rainbows right over the Alaska Fair. Awesome. Onward to Seward today. We'll take cruise around glaciers on Saturday. Keep us in your prayers for safe travels. Love, Beck. What are the elements of narrative? Your narrative essay assignment for English 110 is to write a true story. How can you describe a meaningful experience so that the reader has a mental image of the people, places, scenes, thoughts, and feelings you describe? How can you deliver your description of the experience so that the reader can imagine what you're describing? 7. Assignment documents. Assignment sheet, grading rubric, peer review sheet. Action required of the students. Read the syllabus and sign the instructor's syllabus page. Copy and paste the last page of the syllabus into a Word document and attach this to an email to the instructor. eisenkul@odu.edu. Type in your full name and the date to represent the signature and date. Please add your name, English 110, class time, 8 a.m. class or 12 o'clock class, and signature, syllabus signature attached in the subject line. The narrative essay assignment documents, the assignment sheet, the grading rubric, the peer review sheet. The assignment sheet, essay, assignment 1, narrative essay. The primary learning objective of this paper is to improve writing and master basic grammatical and essay structures. Though I may comment on other aspects of your paper in order to help you with your future papers, your grade will be based primarily on this objective. Requirements. The essay is to be 2 to 3 pages, formatted in the MLA style. Your topic is the following. Write about an experience that caused you to learn something about yourself. In addition to the information in the textbook about narrative writing, you may want to consider the following. Remember, it's all about detail. The readers will respond to the senses of sight, hearing, smell, touch, and taste. A narrative relates a series of events in an organized sequence. Your audience knows nothing about you or your experience. Secondhand experience is very valuable, and others will respond to your experiences. It may help you to think cinematically. Visualize your narrative as a complete movie scene. The purpose of the narrative is to provide insight into your personality and sense of self and into human nature in general. The reader may discover values, explore options with you, and examine your motives. Narratives do make a point and support a thesis. The main idea is the meaning of the experience. Explain the meaning of the experience you are sharing and explain how the experience helped you read about yourself. Through action and detail, narratives provide conflict and present tension. Narratives include people. By including description and dialogue, you will create people in your narrative who become real characters to your reader. Remember to involve readers in the story. It's much more interesting to actually recreate an incident for readers than to simply tell about it. Suggestions. 1. Find a generalization which the story supports. This is the only way the writer's personal experience will take on meaning for readers. This generalization does not have to encompass humanity as a whole. It can concern the writer, men, women, or children of various ages and backgrounds. Remember that although the main component of a narrative is the story, details must be carefully selected to support, explain, and enhance the story. The grading rubric: essay rubric, narrative essay, name. Possible points, points earned. Introduction and thesis statement, conclusion. The essay opens with a useful strategy, provides sufficient background on the topic, and previews major points. The thesis statement explains the meaning of the experience. The conclusion brings closure to the essay and is intended to leave the reader satisfied. Possible points, 10. Format. The essay is 1.5 or double spaced. There is a title in the center. The name, date, and identifying information are placed on this essay in the MLA format. Possible points, 5. Writing process. The steps in the writing process have been demonstrated: pre-writing, rough draft, peer review, and final draft. Possible points, 10. Rhetorical pattern. The content is relevant to explaining your life experience and its meaning. Possible points, 10. Body. The series of events, conflict and tension, and descriptive detail make it possible for the reader to visualize the experience. Dialogue and/or quotations are used to make the people in the narrative real. Sensory details are used to appeal to the reader's senses. Transitions are used to guide the reader through the sequence of action. Possible points, 40. Grammar and mechanics. The sentence structure, grammar, word choice, punctuation, and spelling were checked and corrected before the essay was submitted. Sentences are well constructed with consistently strong, varied sentences. Possible points, 10. Reflection on narrative writing. There is a 150, 200-word reflection on the experience of describing a personal experience and its meaning. Possible points, 10. Final grade. The peer review sheet for the narrative essay. Writer's name, reader's name, peer editing workshop, narration. 1. What is the subject of this narrative essay? 2. What point is the writer making about the essay's subject? Is the point explicitly stated in a thesis statement? If so, where? If not, is the essay's thesis clearly implied? Would a stated thesis be more effective? 3. Does the writer include enough detail? Where would more detail be added? What kind of detail? Be specific. 4. Does the writer vary sentence structure and avoid monotonous strings of similar sentences? Should some sentences be combined? If so, which ones? Can you suggest different openings for any sentences? 5. Is the order in which events occur clear? Should any events be relocated? Should any transitions be added to clarify relationships between events? 6. Are verb tenses consistent? Identify any verb tenses that you believe are incorrect. 7. What could the writer add to this essay? 8. What could the writer take out of this essay? 9. What is the essay's greatest strengths? Why? What is the essay's greatest weakness? What steps should the writer take to correct this problem? This is the end of the pre-video for English 110 instruction. Hope to see you soon.